Welcome to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, what a game, a rematch of Super Bowl 59 as the Chiefs welcoming the team who beat them for it all, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Chiefs Kingdom, welcome your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Play action, Mahomes. And downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning left is their running back. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Right back to Worthy. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. That one hits for 30. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They run it with St. Paul Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Offense set for a first and 10. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for second down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to work it to the 20. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. On 4th down, Hurts. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. That one's complete over the middle. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught, it's Kelsey again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
At the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. It's Pacheco again. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He gets it out left, and it's caught. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught quickly on the slant. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 36. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
24-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Mahomes to throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Another throw for Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Butker knocks it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter.
Harrison Butker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He was tackled.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Hurts setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the air, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure coach or play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Travis Kelce.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Butker knocks it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He finds Brown right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They bring their tight end left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That pass caught by Dotson. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hurts throwing again. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Completed left side to Smith. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Eagles down by a very unlucky 13. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it and will take over at the 17-yard line. A timely interception for them there, partner. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3, maybe 6.
That QB wanted that throw back the minute it left his fingertips. You know, Peyton Manning would say, once that ball's gone, that check has been signed. And he wanted to rip that check up, and he knew it. Defense makes him pay.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
The 15-yard line.
Give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Eagles about set to go on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.